Get out your magnifying glasses. Best in Miniature is back. Make it mini! The world's most prestigious miniature competition.
Abracadabra.
Where artists go to epic lengths to create their tiny dream homes.
Getting my steps in.
Wow! One pocket-sized room at a time.
I could stop now and be super stoked about the way this room looks.
Check, check, check.
This season, 10 miniaturists from across Canada and the globe will be pushed to their limits.
This is like way out of my comfort zone.
Creating detailed masterpieces in the smallest of scales under a ticking clock.
Collision.
I am in full panic mode.
Judging their work is miniature expert Emma Waddell.
You have made life difficult for yourself, but you have pulled it off.
And interior design authority Michael Lambie.
The styling and the placement and what's happening there, fantastic.
Each week, they'll decide who goes home and who continues on to compete for a world-renowned residency and a grand prize valued at $15,000.
Keep calm and carry on.
I'm Abba Makwando, and this is Best in Miniature.
It's just so surreal that I'm here. I just cannot believe it. I'm Tracy. I started creating miniatures 3 years ago, and since then I haven't been able to stop. My passion in life is just being able to create from the heart. And the thing I love about miniatures is that there is a niche for everything. It branches out beyond dollhouses. I work in the toy industry. I create dioramas for toy photographers. My style of miniature is being able to capture the urban decay that you would see on our streets. I love to be able to capture that realism.
Excited.
I'm Preston, and I'm also known as the Bearded Miniaturist. I'm not your typical miniaturist. I like rock music and heavy metal music, and all of my builds that I do incorporate some form of electronics. I always take risks in all of my builds. The fun for me is in the challenge, getting things to work and to function how I want them to. I would rather go home on a missed shot shooting for the stars than make it through to the next round playing it safe.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm 19 and I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
This is my first time going abroad, ever. I'm a bit weird. My family and friends, they never really understood the miniatures I create, but it would always amaze them when they would see them come to fruition. Especially my mom, like, I can't believe my baby. You made that. I love tiny things because there's never a limit with them, especially when there's a lot of details inside of them. You can tell stories with them. You can create such amazing things. And who doesn't like really cute things?
I'm Briar, and I'm an aspiring full-time miniaturist. I think people would describe my work as modern, clean, striving for perfection. I sell my miniatures online, and I've recently started doing commission work, so brands have reached out to me. People always recognize spaces that I put together.
Hello.
Hi,
welcome.
The miniature community is unlike any other community. It's so supportive, and I'm so excited.
Welcome. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
My name is Micheline Wedderburn, and I dabble in all forms of art. I love to paint portraits. I love to sculpt. I also do fashion, but I am so new to the miniature world and this community. It's something I found during lockdown. I love the idea that you can trick the eye. It's just an unending world of fascinating challenges. I am on Best in Miniature, like, somebody pitch me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Best in Miniature workshop. Take it in. Yes. This is your home for the next little while, and where you'll be building and designing the pint-sized home of your dreams. I'd like to introduce you all to the two people who will have their eyes on every itty-bitty detail of your work. Our judges, the UK's Emma Waddell, judge to one of the world's most prestigious miniature festivals and whose bespoke homes have captivated a worldwide audience.
Welcome to the workshop, everyone.
And Michael Lambie, an award-winning Canadian artist, entrepreneur, and design expert who's gained national recognition for his elegance and contemporary spaces.
What's up? How you guys doing?
Standing in front of the judges, you've got Michael, you've got Emma, you've got Abba, and naturally I'm not a nervous person, but whew, how am I gonna impress these judges now?
Keep your eyes on the prize because the winner of Best in Miniature will not only claim the title, but will also receive a cash prize of $10,000 and a residency with the International Guild of Miniature Artisans in Castine, Maine.
The grand prize is really motivating. Who doesn't want to win money or the residency, but also everyone wants to be a winner. I want to be the best. Like, who doesn't want to be the best?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression, and now's your chance. In the first mini challenge of the season, we want you to show us who you are in one tiny piece.
Think of it as a calling card. We want to see a piece that has your signature.
You can make anything you want, but Michael and I are looking for skill and creativity. And whatever you do, nail that scale.
Mini challenges are a test of your speed and imagination. And this season, each mini challenge winner will earn a prize. And we're starting out with the big one. A mini pass. This pass will keep the winner safe from elimination in the big challenge.
Now there's a little skin in the game.
Winning the mini pass would be amazing. You know, if something doesn't quite go according to plan, that you're safe.
In mini challenges, the judges won't know who made what. So Emma, Michael, you can go now. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
All right, miniaturists, you have 90 minutes.
Here we go.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Make it mini. Oh my gosh!
It's super important for me to make a strong start today because I think that's going to set the tone for the rest of the competition.
Nothing like starting with a bang, right? Go for it.
The mini challenge is to make a first impression mini. It's their chance to convey to us who they really are, their art form, their creativity, and most importantly, their personality.
I don't know why I specialize in houseplants. It was one of the first things that I started making, and I just fell in love with it.
I'm Hannah Lemon. I am from Japan originally, and I am a freelance photographer. I'm not a very confident person doing anything in my life, but miniature is something that I realized that I can create something that no one else can. So I'm here because I want to test myself, where I stand in this miniature world.
I'm just hoping that this is going to dry in 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh, nerve-wracking.
I would love to win this mini challenge. If it means that I don't get eliminated, that would be amazing, because I don't want to go home yet.
My name's Gabby. I'm a small business owner. I actually make and sell small dollhouse furniture and decor for children.
I'm currently working on an artist's palette. I actually started off painting. It's always been a part of who I am. Still an artist. I guess it just encompasses me.
I think this might be better.
Hey, Micheline.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so excited, one, to meet you.
So sweet.
It was so hard not to like run up and hug you. I was like, she don't know you that well.
How are you feeling?
We're down to the wire.
I love a pun.
I'm gonna make a mini sewing machine. I'm using my example from the studio here. I am making this sewing machine because it reminds me of my mother, who taught me to sew and to craft. She was a painter and a seamstress and always encouraged me to try everything and was always so proud of anything I made.
What a kind way to honor your mother. Wow, that is so sweet.
Okay, glue dry.
Is it working? Oh.
60 minutes left, mini makers. You have 60 minutes.
Oh my gosh, let's go, baby. I'm making a miniature posable rag doll. I wasn't allowed to have like real dolls, so I had to make my own. These things were just considered not the norm for a boy to have. Making Sally the rag doll is important for me because I want to show you that it's okay to like what you like and be who you want to be. Oh my gosh, this is not holding.
Okay.
I'm having trouble making a straight line because I've never used this saw before.
Nothing gets me flustered. I think that's an age thing. Done that, been there. I'm Deborah Kirby. I'm 66 years old. I know I don't look it. What's going to set me apart in this competition is the number of years I've been doing miniatures. Got into miniatures in 2000. I do hand carving, Egyptian carving, Chinese carving, and some Viking stuff. So I want to show my woodworking skills.
Carve a small swallow. I like swallows because my maiden name was Swallow.
It helps me see.
Everything's about detail.
I wanted to go ahead and make something that really represented my look. I am going to try to make a head with a hat and a beard.
I'm recreating my workspace at home, like a little desk setup almost. I'm making a framed picture of my dog. Hopefully I can do her justice. The scale for this is really tricky. It's so tiny to make.
One of the things that's very important to me is nailing that scale. They have to create something unique and very personal to them, but it has to be perfect in scale.
Usually records for a 1/12 scale, you bring it down and it's 1 inch. So this is a 1-inch record. It's coming together.
So you're making a record.
I am. I'm making a record player. Music has always been a huge component in my life. My husband makes music from scratch. So to have this piece means so much to me. Reaffirmation, I got this, I got this.
I will be making a chair typical of what I used to find in the city where I used to live in Italy. My name is Alberto Gazzi. I moved to Italy when I was 15, and it was supposed to be a one-year visit. That turned into 10 years for me. When I lived in Italy, I actually used to do furniture restoration. Coming back to Canada, I stumbled upon a miniature shop.
So you learned a trade, and
Yeah.
then you kind of miniaturized it.
Exactly.
I am making a little tiny scrapbook because I'm a writer and books have had like such a huge influence in my life. I'm Michelle Bear-Belil. I am a best-selling author, fantasy, romance. Those are my favorite things to write. As a storyteller, I love telling stories with my miniatures. I think my work reflects my personality because it's everything that I love, everything that I believe in, and that reminder that there's magic all around us all the time. It's simple, but it's so me.
Only 10 minutes remain.
No.
Normally, I don't work on a piece this fast.
The pressure of this time limit is really, really scary. At home, I'll do one little task, and then I go lay down on my couch and take a nap, and there are no times for this.
Painting a paintbrush with a paintbrush.
Oh my gosh. No.
Come on, Nick, there's like 1 minute.
Oops.
I've got a tea bag, and I'm gonna use that as a soil.
Stay there. Nobody breathe.
All right, miniaturists, we've come to the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. And give yourselves a round of applause.
Looks like I wanted it to look fish.
It's quite exciting knowing that the judges don't know who's made what. This is the first time that they're seeing our work, so I'm intrigued to see what they're going to say.
It's like a seriously talented group, like seriously talented.
Welcome back, Emma and Michael.
How you doing?
Right.
What have we got here? Let's have a look.
I'm trying not to touch them. Okay. Let the judging begin.
Playtime.
What I like about this doll, someone has experimented and shown us they're adventurous, it's brave, but it's a little bit messy for me. We are really looking for quality.
I want to take a look at what seems to be like a scrapbook. I love the story that it's telling. The challenge I'm having is scale. If the measurements were multiplied by 12, this book would be massive.
Item straight in front of me. I do love the neatness of the whole thing. I love the baseball cap. I would like to see maybe a little bit more texture, but I'm not overly sure. what the item is right in the middle. It could be a baseball glove.
The sewing machine. I enjoy the composition of the presentation. The one place you're falling short with this piece is just feels like it's made out of stone. You're losing the realism, so it should be very smooth, very sleek. Otherwise, a fantastic piece.
I'm particularly drawn to this plant. The structure, the textures, the scale. It's very difficult to get the very thin and fine leaves, the colors and the realism, and every single one is different.
The art table, the overall presentation I like because it feels realistic, so I like the story there. Upon closer discovery, the proportions are really off, like the pencils are huge, and also the painting of the cat.
The next piece is the chair. Skill, spot on. Scale, spot on. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit worn on the seat area, bash it around a little bit, give me a bit of character on there. We want to see it.
The painter palette. First glance, it's very simple, but the more you get into it and the closer you look, tiny details on the paint tube, the way it's crinkled and the paint's coming out, it's deceiving at first, but it's fun because it draws you in.
Beautiful little piece of art. Looks like a swallow, I believe. Somebody has paid so much attention to fine detail.
The ultimate display of retro, a record player.
Sorry, that was absolutely shocking, wasn't it?
It's very neat. I love that the record, it's sitting on top, so it feels like it's been layered, which is really interactive, inspiring. However, the label on the record is the only thing that's not neat. It's like, oh, so close.
Judges, what items made a lasting first impression?
Who made this plant? Hannah. The textures and the color choices you made, nicely done. Great attention to detail.
Thank you.
Who made the chair? Alberto. Everything about it was shaped and very symmetrical, which is very difficult to do. Well done, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And who made the paint palette?
It's me.
Gabby. Everything wasn't perfect, slightly used, so it felt alive. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Judges, have we chosen a winner?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. It was very difficult. You all did amazing work. But we felt the miniaturist with the best calling card was... Hannah.
Congratulations, Hannah. As the winner of the mini challenge, you've won a mini pass, which will keep you safe from elimination in the big challenge.
I am so happy. I am safe for the next round. That is an incredible feeling.
Miniaturists, are we all warmed up?
Yes.
It's time for your very first big challenge, building the exterior structure of your miniature homes.
Your house must have 3 outside walls, a roof, windows, and a front door with functioning hardware.
We also want to see a distinctive design with finishes that feel like they belong to the overall look. It's important to see your point of view and the story that you're starting to tell.
Michael and I will be judging you on your concept, how you execute it, and of course, scale. And my friend Bob is back to keep you honest.
All the pre-cut pieces of your miniature houses that you worked on at home are already at your stations. You have 10 hours for this challenge. All set?
Yeah.
Make it mini!
Step 1, spray painting. Step 2, hand painting for any touch-ups.
I am not very good at working neatly.
Today, Michael, the miniaturists are making the exteriors of their houses. What I'm really hoping to see is nothing I've ever seen before.
This is really chapter 1, and this is the chance for them to establish this journey they're going to take us on.
I'm hoping that they're going to let their imaginations run really wild, because as long as you have the space, you can kind of create anything you want.
I'm just gonna apply random texture. It's not supposed to look perfect because I'm going with the dystopian, futuristic sci-fi look. So the house that I'm building is in the year 2050, and I'm going to have a record shop at the bottom and futuristic windows. My door is going to be one of those sliding doors, the way you would see it on a spaceship. So the inspiration comes from my love for music and also my love for sci-fi dystopian movies. Let's see how good this looks. When you bridge these two together, there's a beautiful connection through different generations. And the story around it is, you know, despite everything that's going on in the outside of your home, challenges that we're all faced with as humans, you find solace and peace in your home, which is your sanctuary.
I am building a renovated warehouse from 1912, an old bread factory. My father and all of his siblings are bakers by trade, and so I thought that'd be a fun element to add. The house will have an aged brick facade, a fire escape on the side, and hand-painted signage. I'm using sculpted styrene brick sheets because I need to bend and shape my brick around it to apply to the house. And then once that's all on, I'll put the house together. So I just need that to dry.
All right, I'm gonna start my brick stenciling. I'm using brick compound, and I'm gonna be using a stencil to do the brick. I am making a Edwardian house, so a house that you would see back in the UK, because that's where I'm originally from. I have always wanted an Edwardian house that I could fully renovate, so I am pretty much making my dream in miniature. The outside is going to be very true to it being Edwardian with sash windows, faux Tudor-style gables, and there will be stained glass above the door and by the sides. It's my first dollhouse I've ever made, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh gosh, I've never put a house together with this speed. It usually takes me 1.5 to 2 years to build a house. So we'll see how it goes. My house is going to be a semi-modern Italian countryside villa. The outside is going to be a green color, and then it's going to have a green painted metal roof on top. Just think I went maybe too big. I mean, I like big houses. So my specialty lies in custom-made dollhouses. I design them, build them. Quite often, they're more European-based, like castles. And if I could, I'd probably go right to the roof.
I love hot glue, but you gotta know what you're doing. It adheres so well to paper and cardboard, but you don't get a second shot. So I'm hoping to construct a 70s-inspired home that I grew up in. I have a soft spot for that era, and a lot of my great memories are there. It is going to have stonework, siding, as well as a wood-carved functioning door. Hopefully I remember how it goes together. All right, I really don't know. Let's take this away. It's not looking anything like I'd wanted it to. I'm so new to the world of miniaturing. This is my first time doing an exterior, building a home, designing, being an architect, and it's difficult. Feeling a little lost. It's not looking anything like I'd wanted it to. If I could get the shell standing, that would be awesome. Feeling a little lost. I think the adrenaline has me going, so taking a break from the shell, I'm gonna work on my door, and then with a fresh brain, I'll readdress it.
You have 8 hours left.
It looks like you're almost done, Preston.
Because I'm starting off quick.
One thing I'm really looking to see is quality of build. So I don't want to see wonky windows and doors that are unaligned and roofs that are hanging off. Let's get this right because it's going to be with us for the entire process.
There's a certain Hannah over there who's got immunity. I think she's everyone's competition.
I'm just adding some tea from the tea bag into my paint, just to add some texture on the wall. It's a Japanese cottage in the middle of the countryside. It has got some Western influence as well. My house is going to have a lot of greenery, big windows, a Japanese roof, and wooden Japanese decking. This is my dream home. I'm half Japanese, half English, and I decided to do this house because it represents who I am.
Hey.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
So
Hello.
you won yourself the mini pass, but yet here you are working hard anyways.
I know, I choose to be here.
Where's your biggest concern?
Actually, it's the roof. I decided that I'll do a Japanese roof.
Oh, tricky angles.
Yes, I am curious how it's going to turn out.
Me too.
Living in Kingston, Jamaica, you know, there's a lot of like board houses, wooden structures. There's still a lot of poor people. So this is kind of paying homage, looking back and going forward. It's gonna have a Caribbean exterior, so it's gonna have siding, then it's gonna have a glass balcony, as well as a lot of distressing. In this case, I would go mini or go home.
Okay, so you're so young. You're, I think, the youngest person in the competition. What got you into miniatures?
I've always been a creative child. I was that kid that nobody wanted to play with me because I was very intelligent and I grew up kind of resenting my gifts sometimes. But as I grew, I've learned to love myself.
Amazing. So miniatures have allowed you to love yourself and embrace yourself more. That's what I love to hear.
I'm so pleased about it's going together. The style of my house is inspired by Hill House, where Rennie Mackintosh used to live in Scotland. He was an artist and architect, early 1900s. Modern stuff that would be contemporary now. I love history, so I try and follow through on a historical note. My house has a lovely triangular piece on the front. It's plain white with a lot of aging. I'm going to do a little dragonfly carving, and that's going to be the basis of the door knocker. I think we all make our dream house, don't we? I'd love to move into one of his houses, yeah. Just me and my cat.
I've never built a house like this before, so this design is 100% original. It was just something I thought looked cool, so I sketched it up.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi. We're here to disturb the electrician.
Yeah.
Tell us about this design. Where did it come from?
So my concept is this house is from 1962. The Cuban Missile Crisis actually happened, and there was a nuclear explosion. This home had to be evacuated by a family immediately. And the young boy that was part of the family that evacuated is coming back to see it for the first time. It's going to be white with some teal trim, and then the pecan wood on the windows. Shingles for the angular roofs and flat roof material for the flat roof.
So this house is completely out of your head.
It is, correct. Yes, I'm completely out of my head.
People say that about me all the time.
Well, we're in the miniature community, so it's definitely outside of my comfort zone to create a home in a generation that occurred when I wasn't even alive. But I'm here to push myself.
This particular piece is going to be the front porch. The style of my home is French chateau cottage. There's going to be 3 stories, double French doors, a mansard roof, and little whimsical elements of nature. But it's tiny, so it's small, but it has those styles that I absolutely love. If I could have a little French chateau that I could go and do my writing in, that would just be wonderful. So this is an homage to that.
Nick, you've got glue on your nose.
Artists, you are halfway through. 5 hours to go.
Oh my God. I'm trying to give it a dirty rust color. So after this dries, I'm gonna apply a latex mold. It's going to come off after I spray the next color. Now we're looking futuristic, aren't we?
I've worked through some of the bugs that were holding me back. It kind of set me back a little bit, but I'm getting close now. I'm feeling much better.
Wow.
Bright green.
Massive and green.
A lot of it's going to be toned down with the gray moldings. The windows are going to be tinted gray. And the house is kind of set more in a forested area on a lake.
A very bright forest, yeah.
Once it dries, it'll tone down a bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
Not sure it was a good idea for this, but...
We'll find out, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nick.
How are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So what are you using for the texture?
I used spackle.
And are you concerned a bit about your floor space? Do you think you have enough space when it comes to decorating the inside, like the depth?
Width-wise, It's 7.5.
The 7.5 inches would only be a 7.5
Foot room, right.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna add more space onto it to expand it.
Okay.
Get your foundation together.
Yeah.
And then build on top of it because the time goes quicker in the second half. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I really wish I thought this part out. I can't fix this.
Right, that's nice.
Go, go, go! Let's see some hustle!
So I have 3 walls done. I'm going to paint all the walls and do the mortar. So this is just kind of the base. There's gonna be a lot of colors and aging on it, and then I'll insert the windows. So they say nice and clean.
The doors are opening and shutting. I'm at the moment carving a dragonfly for my door knocker. Hopefully get a bit more detail into the wings. Blood, sweat and tears.
The ring will be the knocking part, and I think it's going to look great.
The one thing I really love about this world of miniature is that when you get closer, they can be interactive. So they actually work. You can open windows, or in this case, our doors can work.
To make a door open, you have to have it hinge in some way. So engineering 1/12 scales, we're talking about micro hinges.
Yeah.
It's incredibly difficult as opposed to a doorknob that's just glued into place.
Yeah.
You know, you can hinge a door, or you can use these pin hinges that go into the frame of the door, and they hold and the door swivels on those pins. What you'll have is a door that opens and closes.
Time's ticking. You have 60 minutes left.
Time.
I am working on the front door. I'm going to be making a letter slot and also a cat flap. But in the letter slot, I'm going to have original newspaper to announce something.
Since I don't carve with wood, I think this is a cool effect. All of this is just my hot glue, and then once you sort of fool the eye with the sticks, it gives that extra layer, and it feels as if it has that dimension.
So I'm doing some faux decorative molding on the outside using braided fabric trim.
30 minutes left, everyone. You have 30 minutes left.
I don't think I'll be able to finish in time. So I'm not even sure what's gonna happen.
That's nearly as tall as me.
It's my first house ever, and I've gotten excited and moved on to sort of the finishing. I need things to dry.
Do what you do and do it well. So if you're presenting
Yes.
something, make sure you're putting your best foot forward.
Yes.
So what I'm seeing here is that you have cuts and edges that really need to be addressed, perhaps even before your finishes go on, right?
100%.
Because it's hard to distract from when it's off, right?
Definitely, that is my biggest concern.
And I'll be looking for those gaps when I come back.
I promise, I promise. Oh, boy. By the time I get the paint and the color on, I think I might have some time for my details. So I'm just gonna keep plowing ahead.
I hope I can get this door in. Never built a door so fast in my life.
You have 5 minutes left, everyone.
My favorite is doing these little faux rocks. Hopefully my finishes are my strengths.
I am peeling back the mold latex that I had placed on top of my original 2 colors of brown and yellow, and it is absolutely working.
Oh, yes. So pleased with that. Wow.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up and give yourselves a big round of applause. You finished your first big challenge.
Yay!
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. So proud. I don't want the judges to think that I'm slacking because I have this mini pass. I still wanted to make this house look beautiful.
I think I went probably a little too big for this challenge, but oh well, it is what it is.
Hello.
Hello, Tracy.
Wow. Your creativity is incredible, and you haven't wasted any space. Detail, detail, detail. I love it.
Oh, I'm glad you see that.
Yeah, I do, yes.
There's a nice balance to what you've done. The futuristic element, which contrasts the old school. So the whole facade balances really nicely.
Thank you.
One of the criteria that we asked for was a working door and some sort of working hardware.
Yes, so I've placed a retina scanner here.
Does your door actually open?
It does slide.
So you're bringing something that I haven't seen before. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
You went green all the way up to the roof.
All the way up.
I'm struggling a little bit with the color, I have to say.
It's impressive because of the size and amount of architectural detail you put in there. When you have so much going on, it's important for you as the designer to decide what you want me to see.
Yes.
We assume the front of the house, your focal point might be your door. In this case, it's definitely not.
Like the focal point was supposed to be the front area, but unfortunately I didn't have time to do the railings around it.
Details, details, details.
I've created a Japanese cottage with some Western features.
You hit that mark for me. There is something organic and soulful about your house. Beautiful, exquisite work. When I look at the hinges on the windows, you didn't need to do that. That's engineering.
Thank you.
I want to dive in on this door, so it's interactive, it works.
It is, yeah.
This is a little newspaper delivery or something?
Yes, there is a surprise for you.
I can't read that.
It's too small.
Oh my gosh, Hannah will be competing in Best in Miniature Season 2.
Oh, headlines.
Oh my God, amazing. Congratulations on that.
Hannah, the fact that you have got hold of the skirting board and straws that you have made, and you didn't know if that would work for the roofing.
Yeah.
No.
But you were brave and you thought, I'm going to give this a go anyway. And did it work? Yes, it did work.
Yes, it did.
It did.
This brings me so much joy because you've made something kind of utilitarian seem inviting. It's a fine line, right?
Yeah.
And you've achieved it here because I want to see what's behind these doors.
And try it out. Oh. I mean, it's lovely. When you're as good as you clearly are, I am very critical. Your ladder's a little bit, some of the guttering is a little bit, but I think overall, it's one of the most beautiful factories that I have seen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I absolutely love it.
As you guys know, I'm from Jamaica. You know, it's important to remind yourself, like, where you're coming from and never forget who you are.
My background is Jamaican, so I've seen this house. I've been there. I see a lot of familiar elements there. I want to talk to you about the red door.
Yeah.
So does it work? Is it interactive?
Yes, it's the handle turns and the door actually opens.
All right, let me try this now.
It'll be like this, and you push the
push.
door
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was coming. Okay. I see the incompleteness, and we definitely have to talk about that.
Okay, so I wasn't able to complete the trim on the front and as well as the siding. I didn't get to fit the windows. The windows were supposed to be open.
So unfortunately, we didn't get to see it really realized fully.
I'm so homesick right now because this really does remind me of home. Tell us about the stenciling that you have done.
So I used the brick compound for the stencil. I really wanted to achieve the texture, and it does look like real brick.
Yeah, you pulled it off. If I had to make a suggestion, if you want this beautiful area to be the focal point, it should be stronger. I think the Tudor detail at the top is powerful, and it becomes the focal point.
Welcome to Provence.
I can smell the lavender already.
You were brave by making it so small, but the burst of detail on it brings a lot to it.
The one thing that really stands out for me is your use of fabrics instead of moldings. It brings a softness and romance to your house, and it works beautifully.
The front doors, do they work?
They do work.
There is one thing I would like you to pay a little more attention to. I can see a small amount of gapping. If you can see it, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm so extremely proud of my house. Oh, I was inspired by Hill House. It was really this triangular structure.
Rennie Mackintosh is very unique and some would say quirky in styling. So this is quite a toned-down version almost for Mackintosh.
Yeah.
If this was carried on, like in the real Hill House, this would have been higher. I can't help but notice the carving. Is that a dragonfly on there?
Yes.
And I can see that the door, it does actually open. And it's beautifully made.
Thank you, Emma.
This is my childhood home in Toronto. For 17 years, I spent a lot of time in this house.
You're introducing us to your childhood.
In miniature form.
I think the bottom floor of your house is so important and it's so charming, but it's being squashed and dwarfed by the larger areas which you didn't put the love into.
The door for me is really small, and to demonstrate this, the killer of dreams.
Here comes Bob.
Is really small. I would love to go and run in the house with you, but I would smack my head.
You would.
Indeed. Wow, you attempted to make a very complex house, and you have made it work. The flat roofs, the angles, and the overhangs.
And you even accentuated that with the warm lights.
To me, it looks real.
Let's talk about the door.
You can open it.
Okay.
So there's a door knocker here, and if you can get your fingers to do it, the knob actually turns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
Nice.
You have really nailed the criteria. Beautiful build, beautiful craftsmanship.
Thank you very much.
The miniaturists have worked very hard on their structures, and their work is astounding.
It's been so fun to see how quickly they shot out of the gates.
All I can do is...
Who really blew you out of the water today?
Preston, what a dynamic piece of architecture and design. When you get in all this technical stuff he's starting to introduce us to, yeah, really cool.
Hannah, she's got soul, she's got love, she's got texture. She's done layers and layers and layers of interesting things. That takes an immense amount of craftsmanship, and I love that she has a sense of humor.
Tracy, she really excites me because she's very skillful and she can clearly build anything she wants to build. And then she layered it with this huge imagination. She's bringing us into her mind.
Who struggled today?
Alberto. He really made life hard for himself by making such a huge, intricate structure. I'm trying to fall in love with the color, but it is everywhere. It's floor to ceiling.
Yes.
Nick's home, it's striking two chords with me. I can connect to the culture behind it. What's disappointing is he didn't finish. The proportions of his house, the rooms are just too small.
Yeah. Micheline's house, you can really see she's an artist. She comes through, her personality comes through. I have to say, the scaling took that love out of it for me on the door because it was really small.
I hope the judges really notice that I put a lot of work into my house and what it represents.
I'm nervous. I really want to continue on in this competition.
Hope it's not me.
Miniaturists, congratulations on completing your first big challenge. Hannah, as the winner of today's mini challenge, you automatically advance to next week.
Thank you.
But you didn't need that mini pass because you're also the winner of this week's big challenge. Woo! Congratulations!
What? Am I dreaming? Is this even real? I just won, and I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you. I can't believe it. Surreal.
Now for the hard part. The miniaturist we have to say goodbye to is Nick. Thank you so much for being here, Nick.
Gonna do big things.
I'm a bit hurt and saddened that I am going home, yes, but I'm taking that and I'm using that to fuel me because I love this passion. This is just the beginning. Being 19, I'm not gonna stop. There's not a lot of black men in this kind of art form. That was really important, you know. So I'm bringing y'all to abroad and I'm very proud of myself.